Discipline isn't something you're born with, it's something you rebuild. And right now, yours is probably broken. If you watched the last video, you already know your brain's been overloaded. Too much scrolling, too much easy dopamine, and now doing anything that actually matters feels like dragging yourself through the mud. So you try to fix it. We all know the cycle. It's 11:30 PM at night. You're lying in bed, watching a video, just like this one, and you suddenly feel unstoppable. You tell yourself, tomorrow everything changes. I'm waking up at 5 AM. I'm hitting the gym. I'm eating clean. I'm going to be disciplined. Then the alarm goes off. It's cold. You're tired. You hit the snooze button. We all do it. You wake up at 8 AM, check your phone, and instantly feel like a failure before the day has even started. Same habits, same distractions, same cycle. In this video, I'm going to show you how to actually rebuild your discipline, step by step. And we are going to do it in a way that doesn't rely on motivation. Because let's be real, motivation is a fair weather friend. It disappears the second things get hard. The first thing you need to understand is this. Discipline isn't about forcing yourself to do miserable things all the time. That's what most people get wrong. They think discipline is this rigid, punishing lifestyle, grinding for 12 hours a day and never eating a carb again. That's not discipline. That's just a speed run to burning out. Real discipline is actually much simpler and a lot quieter. It's just doing what you said you'd do, even when you don't feel like it. And more importantly, it's making that follow through as easy as possible. Right now, your brain is wired to avoid effort. So if you try to go from 0 to 100 overnight, you're going to fail. Not because you're weak, but because you are human. So instead of going extreme, you start small. And I mean embarrassingly small. If you want to start going to the gym, don't plan a 90-minute heavy lifting session. Your only goal? Put on your gym shoes and drive to the car park. That's it. You have permission to go home after that. Just build the habit of showing up. If you want to be more productive, don't sit down expecting to deep work for 4 hours straight. You'll just stare at a blank screen. Start with 20 minutes. Put your phone in another room. Set a timer. And just focus for 20 minutes. That's how you rebuild discipline. Not by going hard, but by being consistent. Here's the catch though. Most people won't do this because it feels too easy. It offends our ego. You think, what's the point of working out for 10 minutes? What's the point of reading 2 pages? So you try to do more. You go all in for a day, maybe 2, and you burn out. You crash. You end up right back on the couch scrolling on TikTok. Go hard, burn out, quit, repeat. And here is the real tragedy of that cycle. Every time you do that, your confidence drops a little more. You start trusting yourself less. You subconsciously start believing that you can't actually change. And that's the real damage. The failure isn't the problem. It's the doubt that it creates. So let's fix it. Step 1. Lower the bar. Not forever, just for now. Make your new habits so incredibly easy that you literally cannot say no to them. 10 push-ups instead of a full workout. 10 minutes of work instead of 3 hours. Reading 1 page instead of a whole chapter. It sounds basic, but you are doing something profound here. You are proving something to yourself. You are saying, I do what I say I'll do. And right now, that matters so much more than the actual results. Step 2. Remove the friction. Right now, your environment is probably setting you up to fail. If you want to eat healthier, but you have a pantry or a cupboard full of junk food, you're going to lose that battle at 9 PM when you're craving a snack. If your phone is sitting on your desk right now, next to your keyboard, you are going to pick it up when work gets slightly boring. Make good habits easier and bad habits harder. Put the phone in another room. Delete the apps. This one change will carry you further than motivation ever could. Now, step 3. Stop negotiating with your feelings. You know that conversation you have with yourself in the morning? The alarm goes off and you start debating. Well, I didn't sleep that great, and I have a lot on my plate today. Maybe I'll just skip it this once. Stop the negotiation. You are not always going to feel like it. Do it anyway. Not perfectly, just enough. Because discipline isn't built on the days you feel great. It's built on the days you feel tired, cranky, unmotivated, and you still show up. And here's where everything clicks into place. Every time you follow through on something small, your brain starts to trust you again. Discipline isn't about becoming a totally different person overnight. It's about becoming someone who keeps their word to themselves. Once you do that consistently, something amazing happens. You don't need motivation anymore. You don't need a hype playlist or a motivational video. You just do things because that's who you are now. You get more done. You feel in control. You stop second guessing yourself. Not because life got easier, but because you got stronger. And it all started with doing something so small, you almost thought it wouldn't matter. If you're trying to rebuild your discipline, stop overcomplicating it. You don't need a perfect routine. You don't need insane motivation. Just start small. Lower the bar. Remove the friction. Show up, even when your brain is begging you to stay in bed. Do that consistently, and everything else builds from there. Discipline isn't something you just find one day. It's something you build one small, kept promise at a time. If you struggle with showing up on those days where your motivation is absolutely zero, click on the next video on screen and I'm going to show you exactly how to stay consistent even when you feel like quitting. I'll see you over there.